What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Um, Getting into this episode of GH. Listen, this episode was a mess. I fucking loved it. These episodes been getting good. They have been. They've been good. Cyrus, listen. I knew Cyrus was smart, but I think even I underestimated just how smart that man really is. Like, that dude has eyes and ears everywhere. I literally thought, because yesterday I thought Jason had bought some time a little bit before Cyrus found out about Sonny being missing. But even Jason predicted, he was like, by now, Cyrus probably knows Sonny's gone. Like, Sonny's missing. So he's going to try to take advantage. Jason is smart as shit. I will give him that. And that's a good trait to have, to be smart. Because when you're dealing with somebody like Cyrus, you have to be on the same level as him, because Cyrus manages to stay on top of everything. So it's like you have to work twice as hard to keep up with Cyrus and what he knows. So that way you can pinpoint what his next move may be. And Jason's good at that. And Jason realized that. He was like, by now, of course, Cyrus probably knows. So, I gotta handle. I got things under control. Cyrus knows a lot of things. Like, and he pretty much put Brando on notice. Like, he warned Brando. Cyrus even knew the truth about Dev, about how he was from Turkey, he was here illegally. Cyrus knew all of that. And he even offered to help Brando with Homeland Security and stuff, just in case they come knocking and they figure some shit out. He was like, I can help you. Because Brando was trying to figure out what Cyrus's next move was going to be. Cyrus is smart. Cyrus was like, nah, I'm not telling you. Cyrus is not dumb. Cyrus was like, I'm not telling you nothing about my next plan. Because he don't trust Brando at this point. He don't trust him. And he told Brando, he said, if I get a whiff that you are double-crossing me and you're betraying me, he made it very clear. He said, I will take you and the whole damn Corinthos family down. Cyrus. Oh, my God. I like Cyrus even more now. I like him. You want to know why I like him? Because he don't take no shit. He's smart. And he's not backing down. I like that they created this character because he's a serious threat to the Corinthoses. I love it. Because we haven't seen anybody be a real threat to Sonny and the organization since the Zacchaeus. To be, completely honest, the Zacchaeus gave the Corinthoses a run for their money. Especially with crazy-ass Anthony. Hell, even the Russians, I'll say, because the Russians were lethal. Hell, when they burned down that coffee shop with Olivia inside and Sonny had to save her, like, yo, they were lethal. It was like, it got serious. Jason was like, yo, we got to batten down the house. We got to, do this, do that. Like, I love that Cyrus is keeping them on their toes at this point. Cyrus is not playing no games. And it was smart, though, because Dante was ready to go to war. I love that scene with Dante and Jason, where Jason was briefing him about what happened with Sonny and how he went missing. Looking at that scene, I'm pissed that Dante is in law enforcement. I'm pissed because judging just by that scene alone, hell, even when Dante first came on the show, Dante could easily be the next Sonny Corinthos. He could easily take over the Corinthos organization. Dante was always smart enough and capable. You know what I mean? Like, and just watching him interact with Jason gave me Sonny vibes, like the next generation. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking loved it. I was like, yo, writers, get Dante out of law enforcement. I know right now he's currently not working for the police. But don't let him go back. Nope, that's the wrong calling for him. I know Olivia might be pissed off. That's fine. That's okay. But we need Dante to be a part of the business. I need him to be. Because that scene right there just solidifies what I always thought from years ago, that Dante's in the wrong business. He needs to be right there, running the show, running the Corinthos Empire, right alongside Jason until Jason no longer can do it. And then he find himself a new little sidekick for himself. See, now when you want to be bougie though, you got to drink this with the pinky out. You know how they do in England with tea, and you got to drink with your pinky out. That's how you be bougie. So yeah, I love that scene. Like Jason is just handling business right now, and he told Carly, he said, "I got to handle." I kind of felt bad for Carly a little bit when she had that dream that Sonny walked in the house and all that, and that's all it was a dream. I kind of felt bad. But Jason got it handled. He told, Dante, I got it covered. Dante was ready to, as soon as he told Dante about Cyrus being behind the bombing, Dante was ready to go get Cyrus. He was ready to go whoop some ass. But, they had to talk him down from it. They had to, try to get Dante under control for a minute. Jason had to let him know, like, don't do it. He said, I got it under control. I got it handled. Let me handle it. And he had to warn Carly, like Jason had to tell Carly, like, I got it handled, because she was wondering if he really had it under control. He said, I got this. When Laura showed up at the Corinthos house to check on Carly, I'm just like, Laura, don't give Carly no ideas. Like, they basically talking and saying, oh, fight back against Cyrus while Sonny's away. You got to keep your strength and fight back against Cyrus. No, don't tell her that. Because you know how Carly is. She will go off all half-cocked and do some shit, don't even think. If Jason said he got it under control, he got it under control. Leave it alone. Do not interfere in this business. Carly, I understand you want to be mob queen pin. You want to be the mob wife. I get it. Don't do anything that's going to mess up whatever Jason got planned. Please don't. Leave it alone. Thank you. Leave it alone. But Laura even had to tell Dante, like, steer clear of Cyrus. Like, focus on Rocco. Do not provoke Cyrus in any way. You know what I mean? Because you got too many people right now that's working on getting rid of his ass. And the last thing they need is another person that they care about dying or getting hurt. So she's like, for the sake of her grandson, focus on family. Don't focus on this. Let us handle it. Let me, Jason, let everybody else handle it. You do what you got to do for your son. And I respect it, but don't underestimate Dante, because he's very capable. Cyrus is smart, but so is Dante. He's not a dummy in most cases. I did like that little meeting that Laura had with Jackie. And I do agree with Jackie. I agree with Jackie wholeheartedly, because Jackie told Laura that she wants to pick up the story where Lulu left off to run an expose and all that about Cyrus and try to dig up some dirt. And when Laura told Jackie that that was her brother, Jackie had a great idea. She said, let me run the story about you being his sister, so that way we can get out in front of this thing. Because if Cyrus publicly, if Cyrus goes public with the fact that the mayor is his sister, that can have a negative effect in the media for Laura's political career. It could be damning for her. So if Jackie writes a story, she's going to write it in a positive, good way where Laura comes out smelling like a rose and not the villain. You know what I mean? And I think that's smart. Get ahead of this story before somebody else get ahead of it and write their own narrative. Damn, I love the fact that Jackie's back, because Laura knows, we need it. We need some good reporting going on. And I'm glad that Laura has the balls to go up against Cyrus. She let him know, we're not family. We're never going to be family. And she let him know she's always going to hold him responsible for what happened to Lulu. He's sitting there talking about, oh, he didn't think that she could sink this low with family. Bro, you are the low. You are the, the cream of the crop, as they call people. Some things are considered the cream of the crop. Cyrus is not the cream of the crop. He's that black sticky shit at the bottom of the barrel. That's how low he is. Far from the cream of the crop, bro. Everybody in that town want him going. And I can't say I blame So anyway, moving on from that. Um, I don't know what Papa Gregory know, but something telling me he knows something. Just by some of the words that he using, or maybe it's foreshadowing of the truth coming out about Jackie and Finn. Because Anna basically was trying to tell Finn, like, obviously all truths are not good truths, which is true. It's good to tell the truth, but that don't mean people are gonna like the truth that you're gonna tell them. Um, but at the end of the day, it's like they gotta accept it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna like it, but you have to accept it. It is what it is. I don't know, because something tells me Gregory knows something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just projecting, but you can't never be too sure about who knows what. But he basically told Anna that he taught his boys and raised his boys how to be honest and always tell the truth, never lie. Come to find out, both your sons been lying, because Chase admitted to him about how he lied, and that's the reason him and Willow are no longer together. And wait until he find out about the fact that his son slept with his wife before they got married. I mean, you raised some honest boys, but they may have been honest when they were boys, but as grown ass men, they definitely are not honest. Not in certain aspects. Because Gregory always felt like Finn, was the paternal type, even with Chase. That's foreshadowing to me, because Finn keeps thinking that there's no way he could be Chase's father. And then his father is saying, well, you've always been paternal, especially with Chase. And I'm like, okay. I guess we kind of got our answer that maybe he is the daddy. But I can understand why Finn wouldn't want to tell the truth, because he doesn't want to damage everything that's been built over the years, the bond that's been built. Chase has only known one father, and that's Gregory. And he doesn't want to rock that boat, because that would change the whole dynamic. He would go from daddy to granddaddy. I mean, that's kind of how they did it with the Zakaras, though, because remember, Anthony was Johnny's father, and he went from father to grandfather. So that's what they could be doing here, but I definitely think there's a strong possibility that Finn is that boy's daddy. I'm glad that Chase and Willow decided to have a little conversation about where they go from here. Like, Chase is clearly trying to get her back. Like, he's trying to take her out to dinner. He's trying to get her back. But Willow is still on the fence. Willow clearly has feelings for him, but she also has feelings for Michael. I just wish we can get some type of conclusion from this and find out, like, what we gonna do. Are you staying married to Michael, or are you going back to Chase? Like, what we gonna do? Because I need to know. Like, I need to know the real. Because he wanted her to come out to dinner, but she talking about she not sure. And they enjoyed a good day out, because remember, Finn invited her out to have like a little family time with all of them. They all got hot chocolate and went into the water. I'm like, ain't it a little too cold to be going in that pool? But okay. They got the hot chocolate and everything. And listen, speaking of hot chocolate, I never understood why people put water in their hot chocolate. I can't do it. Water, I did it once. Never again. I have to put milk in my hot chocolate. I cannot put water. I just put milk in it and warm it up, heat it up. Because if you put water in it, it tastes watery. Or you got to double up on the chocolate just to get that watery taste out. I'm like, yeah. And I feel like milk enriches the flavor of it too. Like, it just makes it more sweeter. But it brings out that flavor. But yeah, it's a mess going on. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, who's gonna end up with who at this point with this storyline with Chase and Willow and Michael. I'm like, what's going on? Finn needs to just tell the truth because the truth has an ugly way of coming out, and we all know don't wait till the wedding for this truth to come out. Let the truth come out now. Let the truth set you free. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great night. Peace.